Hey, deep divers. Welcome back.
Back again.
Yeah. You know how we roll.
We do?
We take tons of interesting information.
Yeah.
And we bring you the best parts.
The juicy bits.
The really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
And today we are diving into the world of politics and Wall Street.
Sounds a little murky down there.
Yeah.
I hope you brought your scuba gear.
Well, we're talking about Jamie Dimon.
Oh, wow. Big name.
Huge name.
The JPMorgan Chase CEO.
Yeah. And what he's doing in the 2024 election.
I'm intrigued.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, I'm ready.
So we're looking at this article from Pasted Text.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
It's called Country's Most Powerful Banker is Quietly Backing Kamala Harris.
Interesting title.
And don't forget, before we get into it,
Yeah.
make sure you hit that like button,
Do it.
subscribe,
Yeah.
and leave us a comment.
Let us know what you think.
We love hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, so potentially aligning with a Democrat.
A Democrat?
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
he runs one of the biggest financial institutions in the world.
So this is
So huge.
not the typical Wall Street Republican thing.
Not at all. It really flips the script.
And this article says
Yeah,
it's more than just talk.
right.
He's been telling other Wall Street execs
Oh, like privately?
privately how great she is.
Okay, so behind closed doors.
Yeah. And there's even rumors that he might serve in a Harris-Walz administration.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
You're saying
Possibly.
as Treasury Secretary.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a big deal.
that's a big deal.
But remember, just this month, he said, my country is more important to me than my company.
Yeah, I remember that.
That sounds pretty patriotic.
It does.
Like maybe he's ready for something bigger.
Yeah, like he's setting the stage.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, politics can be a really tricky game.
Oh, for sure.
So while he seems to be leaning towards Harris now,
Yeah.
both the Harris and Trump campaigns wanted his endorsement. Yeah, and this is where things get interesting.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Well, there was this whole incident with Trump.
Oh, yeah, the fake endorsement thing.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Like a really uncomfortable family dinner?
You know those.
I know those.
But it's actually a lot more than just awkward.
Okay, how so?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
Trump rarely seeks validation from anyone.
That's true.
But he was so eager to have Dimon on his side
Yeah.
that he actually claimed Dimon endorsed him
On Truth Social.
on Truth Social for everyone to see.
I mean.
And of course, Dimon denied it immediately.
Right.
But here's the thing. He never took down the post.
Oh, wow. So what does that tell us?
Well, I think it shows a couple of things.
Think what?
First, it shows how powerful Dimon is.
Okay.
Even someone like Trump, who's not known for backing down.
Yeah.
He wanted Dimon's approval.
It's like Diamond's got the winning hand of this poker game.
Exactly.
But Trump's not the only one trying to play this hand.
You're right, back in January, Dimon was praising some of Trump's policies.
Oh, yeah. Like on NATO and immigration.
Yeah, and he even said that some voters agreed with Trump on certain issues.
Yeah, critical issues, he called them. But he also criticized Trump's communication style.
Right, it's almost like he was trying to find some middle ground.
Right, like a voice of reason.
In this crazy political world.
Yeah, where everyone's always fighting.
It's a tough balance.
It really is like walking a tightrope.
And speaking of tightropes, remember when Dimon supported Nikki Haley?
Oh, yeah, in the primaries.
That did not go over well with Trump.
Not at all.
He called Dimon a highly overrated globalist.
Yeah, on Truth Social, of course.
Oh, we got to unpack that one.
We do?
But we're running out of time for this segment.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, though.
Okay, good.
We'll be right back to talk about all that and more
Can't wait.
in part 2 of our deep dive into Jamie Dimon's political moves.
All right, I'm ready.
With us.
Don't go anywhere. That globalist label,
Oh, yeah.
it's more than just an insult.
All right.
It gets used a lot in politics.
To make someone seem out of touch.
Like they don't care about everyday people.
Exactly. Like they're putting global interests first.
And that really resonates with some voters.
It does. It taps into that populist feeling.
That there's this elite group
Yeah.
making decisions that hurt regular Americans.
Right. And it's interesting because Dimon,
Yeah.
he's always tried to present himself.
As someone who gets it.
Yeah. Someone who understands Main Street.
Trying to bridge that gap.
Between Wall Street.
And the working class.
Yeah. But let's not forget,
Which
Trump
is it?
and Dimon weren't always enemies.
Oh, that's true?
Remember back in July?
Yeah.
Trump actually said he respected Dimon.
Really?
Yeah. And even hinted
At what?
that he might consider him for Treasury Secretary.
No way.
Yeah, if he got reelected. It's like he realized
Yeah.
he couldn't afford to alienate Dimon completely.
Too much power.
Exactly. A real power move.
Makes you think what's going on behind the scenes.
It does.
All these calculations.
Yeah, and then Dimon goes silent on the election.
Oh, yeah. His spokesperson told the New York Times
What'd they say?
that Dimon doesn't talk much about politics anymore
Why is that?
because his words get weaponized
By who?
by both sides.
Oh, so he's learned his lesson.
It seems like it.
Yeah, every little thing he says,
It's picked apart.
analyzed to fit someone's agenda.
Yeah, it's tough out there.
Especially in today's political climate.
It's so polarized,
One little comment,
taken out of context.
and boom.
It's a weapon.
So is he being strategic?
Avoiding controversy?
Or is it something more?
Like what?
Is he just disillusioned with the whole you know?
Remember that quote
Which one?
about his country being more important than his company?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's just frustrated.
With how politics are right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's playing the long game.
Oh, I like that.
Staying quiet.
Keeping his options open.
Waiting to see who wins.
Classic power move.
It is by not endorsing anyone.
Yeah.
He stays influential.
Doesn't get caught up in the fight.
Exactly.
It's strange, isn't it?
What is?
This guy runs a huge financial institution,
Yeah.
but he's trying to stay out of politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still has so much influence.
It's a paradox.
It really is. But what does it all mean for us?
That's the real question.
You know, what are the implications of all this?
Well, it's where things get interesting.
Ooh, tell me more.
Because whether he speaks or not,
Yeah.
his decisions matter.
How so?
He's a major player in the political landscape.
And that affects
Economic policies.
market trends.
Even our daily lives.
So what does his support for Harris mean?
Yeah, and his back and forth with Trump.
And his silence now?
What does it all mean for Wall Street and the government?
That's what we'll explore in our final segment.
Wait.
Stay with us, Deep Divers. Welcome back, Deep Divers. We've been talking all about Jamie Dimon.
His political moves.
Yeah, his support for Harris, his issues with Trump, and now his silence.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is. But let's step back for a second and look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
Dimon's not just some guy making decisions on his own.
Right, he represents something bigger.
Exactly. The relationship between Wall Street and Washington.
It's a complicated relationship.
For sure, and his actions, or in this case, inaction, they have consequences.
Consequences that reach beyond just finance.
Absolutely, think about it.
His decisions, his connections, his influence,
It all affects things.
economic policies, regulations, even global capital.
It's a lot of power for one person.
It is so, back to that big question.
What does Dimon's support for Harris really mean?
For the future of Wall Street and Washington.
Yeah, some people might say
Yeah,
that it means they'll be working closely together.
like a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing.
Exactly. But Dimon's a smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably just making sure he's in a good position no matter who wins.
Hedging his bets.
Keeping his options open.
So it's not about ideology then.
Maybe.
A non
Just more about staying influential.
Probably a bit of both. Remember, he's worked with both sides before.
Yeah, praised some of Trump's policies, criticized his style.
Supported Haley, then Harris.
He's playing the game.
Adapting to the situation.
But here's the thing that bothers me.
What's that?
Does any of this actually help regular people?
That's the real question, isn't it?
It is. And we need to think about it.
We need to understand how power works.
The influence of wealth and access.
It affects our political system.
We have to hold our leaders accountable.
Demand transparency.
Make sure everyone benefits.
Not just a select few.
And that's why we have these conversations.
To shed light on these issues.
Explore different viewpoints.
Encourage critical thinking.
Well said. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Jamie Dimon.
His political journey.
We talked about his support for Harris, his clashes with Trump, and his strategic silence.
It's a fascinating story.
It really is. And remember, this isn't just some political drama.
These decisions have real-world consequences.
They affect all of us, so stay curious, deep divers,
Keep asking questions.
and keep digging for the truth.
And before you go,
Hit that like button
subscribe to the channel.
and leave us a comment.
We love hearing from you.
We want to know what you think about Dimon and his moves.
Until next time, deep divers.
Stay curious.